Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy Facebook Live. I'm Melissa Thomas from C2C Stamping, and it seems like Facebook might have changed an algorithm or a choice or something, because I can only do Facebook Live in a portrait mode right now, not in a landscape mode. But that's okay. We will roll with the punches. I just got in from walking the dogs. I'm a little bit of a mess, but I wanted to go live and show you a really fun card that we made today at the Senior Center. And then to kind of announce some things. So hit my 100,000, which is really exciting. So that means I sold $100,000 worth of stamps, paper, and ink, which is great. I'm actually going to make sure I can see comments and stuff over here. So, and then we had a great retreat this last weekend. If you're thinking about going on a craft retreat and you want to come, you can come alone, you can come with friends. But our next one is October 19th to the 22nd. And I've got some fun details about that in my newsletter. If you're not getting my newsletter, let me know. And then we have new catalog time. So that means that we have a new catalog coming May 1st for customers. Demonstrators can look at it now. And if you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order starting on April 4th. So if there's some items in, you want to get started as a demonstrator and you want to join, you can actually join, and your starter kit in April can include new catalog items, which is really cool. So I'm excited about that. With this new catalog comes a couple things. There's some price increases. So there's some supply items that are going to go up in cost. So, cardstock, envelopes, glue, things that you know you're going to use. If those are things that you know that you'd like to order now and kind of save a couple dollars on here and there, then I think that's a great idea. We're also going through a color refresh. So that means that we have 11 colors that we have to say goodbye to. So we are going to lose Pacific Point. A little sad about that. Sahara Sand, which is one of our neutrals. I use the cardstock of that. I don't use the ink very much, but Mary Merlot, which I'm incredibly crushed about because my sorority colors are lavender and maroon, and that was as close as we got to a maroon. I will keep it most likely and just set it aside to be used, later. So I need to make sure I've got the re-inker for that. Mint Macaron, which was a color that I actually got to bring back when we did the last color refresh. So the last color refresh was in 2018. We do them about every 5 years. And I was a onstage presenter, and I got to showcase and announce that we were bringing Mint Macaron back. And I love Mint Macaron, so I'm very sad that this one's going. That's probably also one I'll keep. Rich Razzleberry, which I'm okay with because we have Blackberry Bliss. I think they're very similar. Blushing Bride, which you guys know I'm okay getting rid of because I think it looks like a dirty pink. And there's a really new, beautiful pink that's coming in its place. So Saffron, I'm okay with this. We have a new yellow that's coming in that's pretty. Pear Pizzazz. A little sad about this. I use that quite a bit in like spring crafting, and even in Christmas. I've done some Pear Pizzazz Christmas cards. Bermuda Bay, I'm crushed by losing Bermuda Bay. Mango Melody, I'm even more crushed. This was a new color 5 years ago. Hey Barb, and it makes the best sunsets. So this is probably one I'll be keeping around. And Soft Suede, which you guys know I don't like this color anyway, so I'm okay. So we're losing 11 colors, which means we're getting 11 colors. That was George, and he's got his ball, and he's very excited. Oh, he's so excited. So we're losing 11 colors, and we're gaining 11 colors. Yes, Blushing Bright is gone. Thank goodness, Lynn. Woo, woo. I hate that color. Looks like dirty baby poo. Anyway, so we're losing 11 colors. The one without the label is actually Blushing Bride because I'm terrible and I lost the stickers to the back of it. So we're losing 11. but we're getting 11, and that's really exciting. I posted some graphics up, and I'll make sure to put them in the newsletter as well. Tonight, I'm having a team debrief meeting at 8 o'clock on Zoom, where we're just going to talk about the new catalog and the new colors and things that are leaving and things that are coming. Yes. It is okay to say goodbye because we get to play with some new colors and some returning favorites. So some of the new colors, we're getting Loblolly Yellow. We're getting Bubble Bath, which is like a really cute pink, really soft. It has like hints of blue and purple in it. It's real pretty, but a real soft pink. We're getting Pecan Pie, which is a really nice neutral brown. It looks a lot like cinnamon cider. We're getting a new blue that I don't remember the name of, but it looked really cool. We're getting Misty Moonlight back, Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist. So we're getting some of our old colors back. Lost Lagoon and Mint Macaron are really related, so it's okay. So we're losing some, we're gaining some, that happens, usually about every 5 years. The point is that if you love a color, then you should keep it. Get a pack or two of the cardstock, make sure you've got the re-inker and move on, you know? Even if you're a demonstrator, you can keep old colors that you love. I kept Purple Posy, because I love it. So hi Veronica, hey Lynn. The point of this is keep what you love and don't worry about, if it's not in. It does mean that like the DSPs and stuff won't match, right? Like they're not going to have those colors in it, but a lot of times they're related, right? Like Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay are very similar. And so if it has Coastal Cabana in it, you could probably use Bermuda Bay and vice versa. So new colors, here we come. We also got to see the 5 new in colors. They're very muted tones, but really pretty. There's a copper that's not a true copper. It's a copper ink, which is nice. And there's the blue, the boho blue. There's a mauve, which mauve is like one of my least favorite colors, so we'll give it a try. And then I'm trying to remember the other ones. It was fun. It was a fun launch. Sarah went live in the demonstrator planning place, and we got to hear from some people from product and design and concept art, the people who make all the samples. And one of the new things that they're going to give us as demonstrators, and we can give access to our customers, is they're going to show you all the colors that are used on each page in the catalog, because each page has kind of a color feel, right? And it's because they're providing that for us, it feels even more evident this year. Like when you flip through it, you're like, oh. So that's really cool. So we're going to get a handout, a PDF that has all that in it. So I'm really excited. Okay, I'm gonna flip you guys around. I'm sorry that we're in the vertical today. And I will play around. Facebook every once in a while changes its algorithms and changes how it does things, and it definitely messed with me today. I was like, it's not doing what I want it to do. I could go sideways, but then I was sideways, and I was like, yeah, that's not what I want. So we're just going this way. But let me show you a couple of things. So I wanted to show you, one of the things I wanted to show you was I got a nice card from my partner. So I have an accountability partner, Susan Rutherford, and she gave me a really sweet card. We had lunch today to celebrate the $100,000 in sales. And then we realized, I said, how close are you? And she's really close too. So anyway, that was really funny. All right, I'm gonna rotate us down, but I'm actually gonna need to, I think I'm gonna need to flip us. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna, oh yeah, here we go. It's gonna be this, oh man, this is gonna be rough for you guys. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good, we did it without too much, trouble, which is good. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get us, like, which way is a little bit straighter. All right, come here, mister. All right, there we go. Oh, hey there. All right. Okay, I think I've got us as, like, straight as I can get us. And I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so that's a tight shot, but we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. All right, so I'm gonna get out our supplies. So today I went to the Senior Living Center that is in North Austin. It's at the Domain, and that was a lot of fun. I like going up there. It's so those folks live there, so they're a little more limited in what they can do, but we did something with the blending brushes, and so I wanted to show you how to make this card. It's actually really easy. So we need a piece of Evening Evergreen cardstock, and that's going to be our card base. Get that nice bone fold in there. And then we need a piece of white, which I might have just thrown it all in here for giggles' sakes. Here we go. We need 2 pieces of white. I just threw something across the room. No big deal, right? All right, and we're going to need a little piece of our grit paper. So I'm going to get some grit paper out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use painter's tape. And even when I use painter's tape, which I always have a roll or 2 around. I haven't painted my house in like 15 years, but you know, I always have painter's tape. All right, so I like to put it on my clothing and pick up some lint from my clothing. I think it's important to, especially if you have, hopefully dog fur is helpful too in this, pick up some lint. This will prevent you from ripping your cardstock because we don't want to rip our cardstock. So this left piece, I'm actually going to, I need to angle it a little bit, but I'm going to, oh, I'm missing one of my lights in here. That's why it's dark. All right, I'm just gonna glue that down flush with the left-hand side. And then this one, I'm probably gonna do, yeah, right around there. Okay. And it doesn't have to be down like super tight, so you know, don't feel like you have to press it really firm. All right, so we're going to, and you could do this with any kind of background stamp. I think it would be really fun. It's kind of like the spotlight technique, it's just a little different. So I'm going to use Evening Evergreen, and I've got my blending brushes, and we've got 2 sizes of blending brushes. We have the big ones and the small ones. I'm impatient, so I use the big ones, but you could use the small ones. We're going to rub on our ink, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to rub our ink pad, and then we're going to rub in here. And I'm going to make it pretty dark in the bottom, and I'm going to go up about 2/3 of the way with the color because I want the colors to blend, you know, as we go up. Okay. And then I'm going to get my yellow out. Now the reason that I'm putting the color on first and I'm stamping second is because I don't want to rip the stamped image. So this way I can start with like a nice clean white sheet, and if I do happen to rip a corner or a little piece, I'm just going to stamp right on top of it, and that's no big deal. And then you see how I'm just pulling this color down, right? So, all right, so now we've got a nice pretty swath, right? And you could do this with any. If you don't have blending brushes, I would highly recommend you get some. When you pull off the painter's tape, it's important to kind of pull it at a 45-degree angle. This prevents the paper from ripping as well, as best you can, right? I mean, sometimes it just is what it is, but I like to pull it at an angle. I think that helps. All right, and then pull the other side. see? And then when it starts ripping, come at it from the different angle, like, and if you both sides rip, well, then you're up a creek. So then I'm gonna try to kind of pull maybe from the side. See if I can get, I want the least amount of ripping as possible. And you know, even with all the foolproof methods, it still rips a little bit, but that's okay. These are okay, I can handle these. I'm just gonna kind of dust off a little. Okay, so now we've got our very pretty piece. So I'm going to get our stamp out. So I'm using Daisy Garden, which is a fun stamp set, and I actually have just mounted it and stuck it to the case. I find that this is the easiest. And I'm gonna take our Memento ink, our black Memento, and I'm just gonna go ahead and ink it all up. Okay. And then I'm going to, I like the yellow at the top and the green at the bottom. So I'm just going to put it down there. And then we're just gonna press all the edges and all the pieces. I have a brayer here somewhere. I could brayer it if I really wanted to, but I feel like that's probably excessive. And it's okay if a little bit of spare ink gets on the back because we're not gonna see the back. That's just gonna go on our card. All right, ready? Ta-da! Look at that. Cool, right? Really neat. So we're gonna set this over here. And we're gonna get our card base. And we're gonna get some glue. And we're gonna glue it on right side up. Ay, ay, ay. Some days, right? Some days. All right. Nice. Oh, I'm flipped for you guys. Well, that's okay. We'll survive. All right, and then I've got a couple pieces here. So I used the double oval punch, which is a punch that's carrying over. And I punched the little oval in white, and I punched the bottom one in crushed curry, which both of those are staying, so that's good. So is Evening Evergreen. No, Evening Evergreen's not staying, right? Oh yeah, that's an in color. That's sad. He's not staying. And then the other stamp set I used today was the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. Now this was a celebration. Oh, which stamp did you use? I used the Daisy Garden. Is this one? It is backwards. Ugh. Okay, I can't flip it, but it's called Daisy Garden. Sorry, it's backwards. And then the other one that I used today, hey Laura, was Thanks a Bunch, which was a celebration item. I'll show you the other card we made. It was cute. I totally copied this one from another demonstrator, but it was super cute. Everything's coming up carrots. Super cute card. But I liked the sentiments in this one. Look at you, there's no one quite like you, love you, thanks a bunch, it looks like spring. So we were doing spring. So we did, it looks like spring. I'm gonna do look at you because I think that's a cute sentiment. And it's great for, you know, graduations. It's that time of year. So, all right, we're gonna get a stamp block. I'm gonna use Evening Evergreen. This is a color that I will be sad to get rid of. I know Shaded Spruce is close, but it's not quite Evening Evergreen. I think they'll bring it back. It's been popular. All right, so look at you, super cute. And then I'm gonna use a little piece of our ribbon. All right, we're gonna glue this down flat, and then I'm going to, so I'm just gonna glue this here, which is actually the opposite for you guys, but right? Aren't they cute? This is one of those background, this is a neat way to use a background stamp, I think, so really like it. All right, we need some dimensionals, and then a little bit of Seal Plus. All right, so I'm gonna use some Seal Plus behind here. And the reason I'm gonna do that is I'm actually gonna take a piece of this cute ribbon and I'm gonna lay it here, and I want it to kind of stay down. And then I'm gonna use some dimensionals on this. These are the little black dimensionals. Someone this weekend didn't know we had black dimensionals. I was like, oh yes. I like the black dimensional pack because it comes with both big and small dimensionals, which I think is really nice. So we've got that. And then I'm just going to trim the ribbon just a wee bit. And we will be done. Uh-oh. I'm missing a strand. Okay, there we go. Nice. Look at you. So if you don't have blending brushes, you should get some. What punches do you say are going away? There's a few. I didn't really take note of all the punches. The oval punch is not going away though. If you don't have the blending brushes, I would highly recommend you get them. There's really nothing else that lays down color like them. You know, we have our little sponges, the little sponge daubers, and you can use sponge daubers. They don't lay the color down as smooth. And the nice thing is you don't need a blending brush for every color. You can get a blending brush and you can have one that's for like greens and blues, one that's for purples, one that's for pinks, one that's for reds, one that's for yellows, right? Like it doesn't have to be one for every color because you can clean them. You could wash them if you really wanted to, or you could just rub them out and you can rub the color off, and eventually they stop giving out color. And so then you can use it on another pad. So yeah, this ribbon, this is the gingham ribbon. I didn't see it in the next catalog. I haven't paid close enough attention, but we've had this for a couple of catalogs, the black and white gingham, and it's a really nice ribbon. I really love it. So, and it just looks super stylish on this card, I think. So good questions. Thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you had fun making this card. Super easy, super fast. And let me know if you've got more questions. Make sure that you're following me here and on Facebook and on Instagram. And then if you want to be on my newsletter list, let me know. You can just message me your email address and I can add you. And then if you want a new catalog and you're not on my catalog list, let me know. Because we're the end of March is the deadline for us to submit all of our catalogs. So I need to know by Thursday if you want a catalog. So hope you loved this. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all. See ya.